The day after the events of Friday the 13th Part 3, police and paramedics are busy cleaning up the mess deformed mass murderer Jason Voorhees left at Higgins Haven, including the defeated hockey masked killer himself. 2 paramedics deliver Jason's corpse to the Wessex County morgue. But afterwards, it turns out that Jason is still alive. He rises, kills morgue doctor, Axel, by slicing and breaking his neck with a hacksaw, and then kills nurse Morgan with a stomach stab, and heads back to Crystal Lake. Meanwhile, a group of friends named Paul, Samantha, Sarah, Doug, Ted, and Jimmy have rented a house on Crystal Lake. On the way there, the group passes Mrs. Voorhees' tombstone and a female hitchhiker. After the group drives off, the hitchhiker becomes Jason's next victim, stabbed in the throat while eating a banana. Next to the rental house is the Jarvis home. The group meet 17-year-old Trish Jarvis and her 11-year-old younger brother Tommy when they arrive. The teenage have an evening and night of fun which nothing happens. Trish wants to go over to the house where the group is, but her mother forbids her from doing so. Tommy, a video game addict, spends the evening in his room playing Atari games and making latex masks as his hobby. The next day, the group befriends 2 British accented twin teenage girls, Tina and Terry, who live in the area, and they all go skinny dipping at Crystal Point. Trish and Tommy, driving by, stop to see who's at Crystal Point, and the group invites Trish to a party that night. Trish's car breaks down a bit further along the road, and they are helped by Rob, a hiker with mysterious reasons for visiting Crystal Lake, who soon becomes good friends with Trish and Tommy next door. The kids are enjoying themselves by dancing and listening to music. With 4 girls and 4 boys, each now has a date. However, conflict ensues as some of the kids switch dates. These conflicts prove to be the least of their troubles, as Jason predictably stalks and kills them one by one. Samantha goes out skinny dipping and is impaled from under a raft. When Paul goes out to be with her, he finds her nude dead body in the raft, and while swimming back to shore, he is stabbed in the groin with a spear. When it begins to rain, Terry decides to leave early and is about to get on her bicycle, but has a spear rammed into her back after having sex with Tina. Jimmy decides to celebrate with a carefree bottle of wine. While searching for a corkscrew in the kitchen, Jason emerges and slams the corkscrew into Jimmy's hand, and then drives a meat cleaver into his face upstairs. Tina looks out the window where she is grabbed and thrown 2 stories down, landing on the car while a stoned Ted watches vintage 1910 stag films. He gets too close to the projector screen and is stabbed in the head with a kitchen knife, though the screen from the other side. After Doug and Sarah finish making love in the shower, Jason attacks Doug and crashes his head against a shower tile. He then kills Sarah by driving an axe through the front door. When she tries to escape at the Jarvis house, Trish and Tommy find their mother missing, so Trish goes to Rob for help. Rob explains that he's looking to get revenge for the death of his sister, Sandra Dyer, killed by Jason in Part 2. Trish and Rob take Gordon, the Jarvis family dog, next door to see what's going on. Tommy is left at home and finds Rob's newspaper articles about Jason at the house. A frightened Gordon jumps through a 2nd-story window and flees. Jason kills Rob, and Trish flees back to her home intending to warn Tommy. After a long chase in and between the houses, Tommy shaves his head and makes himself up to look like Jason, which is effective in distracting Jason long enough for Trish to be able to attack him with his machete. She just misses him, but manages to knock the hockey mask off his face. Horrified by Jason's appearance, she drops the machete to the floor. Tommy picks it up and swings it at Jason's head. Jason then falls to the floor, causing the machete to dig further into his head. As he embraces his sister, Tommy sees Jason begin to move, loses control and hacks Jason repeatedly with the machete, while Trish screams. His name. The final scene of the film has Tommy visiting Trish in the hospital, and they embrace as they believe their nightmare is over, with a bizarre shot of Tommy psychotically looking towards the camera.
Remember to like and share. Also, to get all the stories, make sure to subscribe.